Like, talk about decentering men from your life, am I right? You gotta decenter them even at the freaking makeup store. Cause why would you lie like that? Now, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you and let you know that if you are finding it difficult to decenter men from your life, it's simply because you do not love yourself enough. Now, hold up, wait before your flesh tries to reject the message. For your spirit, please click stay, subscribe so you can hear it. So, everything in this life is all about perspective. Let me not use the viewfinder mirror. Everything in this life is all about perspective. And so look at it like this. Let's say that there is a gentleman that comes into your world and is making it clear that they want to build something with you, or they state their claim, okay? And instead of you declaring that what they have to offer does not equate to what you want to gift yourself in this life, why do you not love yourself enough to simply decline? Be like, sorry, that's not enough for me, in your own words. You don't have to say those words exactly. That's where things can get a little hectic, because people in rejection can be it can be a touchy subject. But essentially, you sitting there trying to negotiate with this man on how to treat you is literally you saying that you do not love yourself enough. Because if you love someone, let's say that you have a child, or you have a puppy, or you have a sister, a brother, you have someone that you love, and they're being treated like poopy caca, what would you tell them? To leave, right? Because they deserve better. So if you don't think that you deserve better, what does that tell me? If you think that you deserve to stay in this situation where you're already receiving lack, what does that tell me? That you don't love yourself enough. And it's okay that you don't love yourself enough right now, because we all go through those phases and stages where we need to work on self-love. That's why this video has found you, my little dove. Now, this video is not exactly intended to teach you how to love yourself, but it's meant to bring that clarity to you so that you could take the first step yourself and realize, me staying in this situation and begging this man to do what I asked him to do is literally me telling myself and this man and everyone around me that I do not love myself. And sometimes that's all it takes for you to realize you swallow that one pill and then you got it. Everything else is uphill. Once we accept that revelation, that realization, then we move into the next step. Now, I have to tell you, bestie, do not let your pursuit of pleasure blind you to the mission, to the focus, and that's giving you the princess, doll, queen, royal treatment that you deserve. Now, occasionally you may want to give into temptations, and that's on you. Would I recommend it? No, because you can't heal in the same environment that broke you. But again, that's up to the girls. That's personal. That's a personal decision. Everything that I'm mentioning here is a personal choice, decision, perspective. But I'ma still present what's real. On the path to decentering men, what I have realized is that as I am maneuvering through this world and not accepting just any and every offer that comes my way, but also not being closed off, I'm realizing that men are delusional, and this is really helping to add to my decentering men from the center of my life, like decentering men from my life. It's really adding to that, because the more that I interact with them with my newly found self-appraised price, I'm realizing how valuable I truly am in any given situation. No matter what a man thinks that he can bring to the table or present, I still feel like I bring more. Some may call that arrogant, some may call it cocky. I don't care. If a man is asking to come into my world, he's going to abide by my rules. Now, if I was asking to come into his world, then I would have to abide by his rules. I'm fair. I am equal and I am fair. Okay? Now, when decentering men, you have to take into account their delusion, the ego. I've noticed that men have an inflated sense of ego, even in your world. They think that they mean more to you than you actually view them. They think that they are more important to you than they actually are, especially on the path to decentering men from your life, because they think that because you're nice, you're sweet, you're this, you're that you must be easy, a pushover. And so you will have to bite your tongue in some cases and just let them think that. Okay? But just know that when you're unhappy, you need to be ready to pick up your bags and go, honey. I don't care how deep in it we are. Now, for me, I don't have children. Praise the Lord. I haven't found anyone worth it. But if you do, that's on you. Again, personal choices, personal preference, all of that. But I still, as your sis, would recommend walking away. Leave that man alone when you're unhappy. Why? Because you love yourself. You're working on loving yourself. And the only way to further deepen the love with yourself is by loving yourself, to give yourself what she loves, what she wants, what she deserves. Hello? So please, honey, when you are decentering men from your world, it is simply because of self-love. Nothing that a man can bring to the table should come before the love that you have for yourself. Nothing. I don't care if he has the most money, the most cars, the most houses, the most teeth. I don't care. I don't care. If you think that anyone and anything outside of yourself is going to come and save you, come and rescue you, come and help you other than God, then you got a lot of problems, honey. You have to know. You have to literally know that you are the best thing that ever happened to you. The best thing that can ever happen to you. Because if you are still living, you are still existing, there's more work to be done. And when I say work, I'm talking about work on loving the self, respecting the self. I don't really know how I'm going to organize this video. I didn't write anything down. Usually I'm like, miss, write everything down and then like talk to my bullet points and blah, 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 blah. But I'm just going to talk. And the girls that need to listen, gonna get it. And that's just that on that. I think my edges are good. Also, I feel like it's a great, beautiful theme to have going. Meg Thee Stallion dropped her latest single called Hiss. And I think that Meg Thee Stallion is the leader in the Love Yourself movement. Do not be afraid to move on. Do not be afraid to be alone. You can't be afraid to move on. You can't be afraid to be alone. And if you get down to the root of that fear, you realize that it's simply because you do not love yourself or trust yourself enough to save yourself. Because what else would we be looking for men for out here? To save us. Stop looking for a man to save you. And I know it might be a little harsh. I know I have been told that I can say things a little harshly, but I give it how I want to receive it. I want honest truths, and sometimes I can come across a little harsh, but you know what it do? Build me up into what I am today. So you do you, and I'm gonna do me too. Does this necklace look right with this? I think that might actually be cute. It's like it disrupts, but it also adds at the same time. So I think I'm gonna leave it. This braid has been getting on my nerves because it just like strays to the side. And it's like, could you not? So I need to either put a bead on it, like put some beads to make it heavier, and maybe it'll lay back there. But for now, what I'm gonna do is what? Victasia, what are you gonna do? That. So I think my points were really like straightforward and to the point. So I guess now you guys can just get ready with me, and if anything else comes to mind, then I'll let you know. I just spritzed my face with Heritage Store Rosewood. This is my bestie. Under my eyes is the Bioma eye brightener. It's in a pink bottle with blue writing on it. I've mentioned it in other videos. I guess I'll do another like updated skincare thing eventually soon. And then after that, I'm going to put a little, oh, that was a lot. That was a lot of tea tree. You don't have to slap it in. I just like to make sure I'm alive. On the neck and elbows if I put too much. So I'm a bit excited because I went to Ulta and I literally went for the Fenty Beauty We're Even concealer because you mentioned hydrating long wear concealer. Oh, sis with a dry skin, don't want to miss. Now, and also I'm going to be a new girl with this because I've never tried, I don't think I've ever owned anything MAC except for one MAC lipstick. But MAC Studio Fix Pro Set and Blur Weightless Loose Powder, the translucent one, because I just wanted like an all over powder. I tend to just like sweep it all over, and I've never really had a powder that I could do that with, because they're always like colored powders or they're just too thick. This one I liked because it was just so finely milled, and I was just like, oh yeah, let's give that a go. So let's get into my usual skincare. I will be posting a vlog with details on me picking out my shade and things of that nature. There was a really nice girl, her name was Aria, at the Sephora that I went to. Yes, I went to Sephora first just because I happened to be in the area, and then I went to Ulta because Ulta don't be playing about my points, and you know, Ulta just gets me. And also the lighting at Ulta is so much better. I'm sorry, like Sephora, you're that bougie girl, but like you need better lighting, honey. Like I think that if Sephora took some notes from Ulta, Sephora would be like her. You know, it's kind of giving like Walmart versus Target, but neither one of them is really a Walmart, not in my eyes. But anyways, I got the shade 315. 315. Oh, she's so beautiful. So beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true. Okay. And Mackie Mac Studio Fix in translucent. Come on now. I don't want to rip the box. I hate when I rip, like I hate when I'm trying to open something new and I accidentally like rip up the sides right there. Like I hate that. Like, can I just open the box please without messing anything up? Come on, I don't want to tear it, please. I did it. Beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful, it's true. Okay, Max Studio. Ooh, I don't think I was gonna be this excited. Not me getting excited about makeup. I'm getting excited about makeup again, shawty. Oh, this earring's right here. Let's put it here. I used to care about like, oh, this earring needs to match this side. Girl, I will put, I have, wait, 2, 7, 6. I have 6 lobe piercings, and I used to always want to match them up and stuff. Girl, now I will wear 6 different earrings. I don't care. Okay. Let's see. I'm getting distracted. Let's get into the concealer. Ooh. Ooh, the sun came out when the Fenty came out. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. You just have no idea. You just have no, this is way too much. Like, I'm actually too excited. I put way too much. Like, that's way too much. Way too much. But that's okay. We're gonna let that vibe. We're gonna let that cool. We're gonna let that set in. Am I gonna do anything else? No. Oh, brows. So for brows, I like to use L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. Yeah, you heard me. I just feel like as a society, women have been taught to put everyone first except for themselves. And now I'm realizing that that is where a woman's power lies, is when she focuses on herself, then she can be of greater good to others without destroying who she is. If you don't put yourself first and you're putting everybody else first, and everybody else is putting other people first or themselves first, then who's putting you first? No one. So you got to do it. You can't be afraid to tell people no. You can't be afraid to get a little rude if that's what it comes down to. Of course, now you got to be careful because people are literally psychopaths and just don't accept rejection. But honestly, I'd rather go out a real one than to go out faking it, if I have to be honest. God got me, you know? And so if someone can simply not accept that they are not on the level that you need them to be on, and they want you to explain, just let them know. I just have a particular standard for what I want in a partner, and I just don't really see that seed here. I don't really see that in this space, and so I must move on. You could be as dramatic, as nice, as sweet, or whatever that you want to be, but also being a wordsmith is also a superpower, because you could really be very honest with something that might not be the most nice thing to say, but get away with it because it's honest, it's real, and it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So just a little tidbit of info there for you too. Let's see. My camera's acting mad weird because I don't know if it's charged or not, because she doesn't know if she's charged or not. But anyway, patting in that concealer. Oh, this is amazing already. Please, yes. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? Like, all of that, I get this with just tapping it in with my finger. My camera's dying, y'all. I'm going to blend this out and then I'll come back and set. Girl, are you kidding me? This concealer is life. Like, what? Now, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I'm like that makeup girl. Like, I don't wear makeup like that, but I can appreciate a good concealer, you know? I haven't explored that many concealers, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I don't need to. When I like what I like, I don't need to go very far, you know? And so this is definitely a new fave. So now let's pop the top off of the powder by MAC and set this bad boy in place. And I'm gonna let my camera get some sleep because apparently it is tired and I need to go eat because I'm way past my window when I'm supposed to be eating after the gym. But I was just so excited to try this, so let's get it. Now I'm gonna conduct like a little flashy test and all that. because that look a little, I will admit though, I will probably use a brush to kind of like dust that off. I'm gonna spray it with some rose water spray, not a setting spray, but that's just what I use it for. And then I will come back and do eyeliner. So let's not get it twisted now and act like there are no downsides to having to decenter men from our universes. I very well understand that some of us are lover girls, lover boys, lover thems, theys, and anything in between or on the outskirts. I get that. And it can be very disheartening to be like, oh my gosh, like decentering them. That would mean that, what about the family that I dream about having? You have to have faith, honey. It all comes back to faith. Now, that's again a personal choice in the way that you go about doing that. But for me, I just know that the Lord that I serve wants me to be happy and not used, upset, abused, crying boo-hoo. My God don't want that for me. And I have to believe more in myself than anything. If a family is what I'm going to have, then a family it shall be according to the Lord's divine holy word, if that's what's for me. I don't know what God has in store for me. Do I want a family? Yes, however, not with just anybody. If I go through this whole life and I just don't find anyone that I think is worth having children with, then that is it. Is that what I want? No. So I let God know, you do what you gotta do, big homie, to make it do what it do. When God has something for you, there's no confusion. There's no need to explain. You just live and do your thing, okay? Did I set up the, yeah, I did. I just never cleaned out that crease. That's normal. So this is not about pretending that we don't want things that we know that we want, but it's about knowing that settling is never the option, never the answer. And settling is exactly what it sounds like. Settling in situations that you know you're better than, that you deserve better than, that you want better than. What's the point in choosing someone to have kids with if the kids are going to be suffering in a home that is broken? That brings no joy to me. I would rather live my life alone than to bring lives into this world and have them to suffer due to me and the Father's lack of an understanding. And I can make that choice because I don't have kids right now. If you have kids, obviously, don't be listening to me. Listen to yourself. But above all, listen to God. I'm only providing this advice because it's worked for me. So don't take this and be like, like, it's Bible. No, honey, test it, see if it works for you. Hopefully I brought on a couple of epiphanies that can like lead you to your own place, because you can only lead the horse to water, you can't make it drink, you know? So hopefully this video inspired you in some way, shape, or form, or confirmed something for you. I always do that. That one's higher. Maybe I subconsciously know something more than I think that I know, because you know not every eye is equal. Like, they're not equal. Nothing is equal. Even your nostrils, they're different shapes. And I think that I've been compensating for the shape of her personality. You can't just give a one size fits all. You got to give her what she needs. Y'all, why did that man lie like that? The flashback on this translucent powder that I am returning as soon as I turn off this camera. When I show you this picture, I hope that when I go to return it, he's not there, because I'm going to tell him, oh, you are a liar. Like, talk about decentering men from your life. Am I right? You got to decenter them even at the freaking makeup store. Because why would you lie like that? This man said, oh, yeah, I do makeup on all my girls. Every shade, every color. And they do not get any flashback with this MAC Studio Fix. I said, oh, okay, bet. Yeah, I'm going to try it out. Your homegirls must not be any darker than the inside of a banana. Why would you lie like that? That is a shame. Honey, the flashback, I looked like I was playing in dust. Cocaine, baby powder.